Hi everyone, my name is Cheyenne. I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about the attitudes towards women and children in the Middle Eastern areas, and my main focus is going to be on India. Like myself, y'all probably haven't really focused too much on the worldwide news. This has obviously been a problem for many years, centuries, but we are not taught anything about it. It's not spoken of. Like anybody in our society, being told you're pregnant, you're having a child, is usually a big hooray, it's a big happiness. But overseas in the Middle Eastern, India, they don't really care too much until they find out the gender. You may be like me, wondering, why does the gender have to determine whether you're happy or not? Well, families over there are obviously, they're poor, they don't have much, especially wealth. Indian families were raised that if they have a daughter, they have a dowry. And a dowry is a transfer of property, goods, gifts. It could be cattle, jewelry, money, anything to have a daughter. So if you have a daughter and that daughter grows up to get married, her father has to pay the dowry to her husband's family. And this is the problem of why daughters are not a good thing for Indian families. But the males, the sons, are good because they bring that money and wealth in. Many daughters in the Indian families barely make it to their puberty ages, and if they do, it's because they were either abandoned or sex trafficked at birth. And this being because of being unwealthy and a family not being able to pay the goods. So you wonder, okay, what if they don't survive? What do they do with them? They will either abort them or kill them at birth and just bury them in a pile with the rest of their daughters that have came before. Gendercide, which is the problem between the males and the females, and males being what's the good and the females being the bad. That is the main problem in India. The women that survive are the ones that reproduce, and if they don't have a male, they either can leave their husbands and have their daughter alone, or they can abort their daughter, kill their daughter at birth, abandon them, anything that they choose, and stay with their family just to have a boy. This is a very common problem, and it is not really frowned upon because that's how they were raised. And my main concern is there are people worldwide who are unable to have a child. There's infertility problems everywhere. And I don't see how legal actions are not being taken, because these children could easily be put up for adoption, but they are not being done so. Instead, they are being abandoned or killed at birth. I'm like most people. I'm actually having a little girl myself, and I could never imagine how a family could live with it, but they don't just see it as a problem because that's how they were raised. And gendercide is overlooked so much and is not being brought into the news because they are not doing anything about it. Thank you.